Welcome everyone to the Outer Worlds. We're up to episode 16 of the Supernova playthrough. And we left off with Phineas is in some trouble. So we're going to have to go check on him. After I do the normal checking if my companions exist. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably means 5 and 6.
Oh, what do you got there? Is that a scrap of Ellie's jacket in your midst, Sam? Come to see Sam? That was sweet of ya. Here, I was just leaving.
Dun, 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 dun. Alright.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Well, those two exist. You can hear him flying all the way over there. Go figure. Alrighty, we are outside the lab. And I see no reason not to bring those two, unless I wanted to bring Nyoka. I don't really use these guys much. This is still technically after Byzantium, so we'll still rock Ellie for now. Was that there before? Yeah, it's gotta be his ship, right? Oh.
I can take a hint.
Ew. So unless I want to shoot people in the face, well, you know, I guess we'll get this out for now. We'll see what we can do about... Oh. I'm assuming I just need a piece of paper or something, but okay. If he just walks back straight across and he stays that way, he stays that way, I should be able to grab it and probably move the quest along without having to shoot them in the face. Not really a pacifist, but you know. Official arrest protocol outlined in the Defense Logistic Incarceration Document A43.21-6. The individual who has been detained at this location must appear in an official Halcyon court at the appointed date and time with this paperwork in order to register that they are indeed properly arrested for crimes listed under their name. But appear at the appointed date and time with paper will result in additional late fees and the reschedule. Oh, this is the only copy you will receive, and that is your responsibility to have it with you. Okay, that didn't really answer anything, so I'm going to assume... If I sit here, am I invisible to you? Crap. Ooh. A hack of 90, 65. Oh, boy. How to get 10? Only be 75. I need a companion, wouldn't I? Neither of you are adding to my hack. So it'd be the vicar. I would need the vicar with me. What do you got for the journal? What did it... It's a passcode? Yeah, fair point. There's probably just a passcode somewhere. Oh. As long as it's not Bubbles, right? Bubbles is still wandering around out there, I'm assuming? I don't know if he sees me through there, so... The Hope made it to Halcyon after all, 25 years too late. The board doesn't know what to do with the entire ship full of frozen colonists, and actually they're going to leave them there. I feel like we read that somewhere before. 113 seconds, new record. Most of my subjects last 93 seconds on average before total. So 113 seconds of screaming. This subject was stronger than the others, but in the end, but he failed. He was my 12th subject to die. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. Strictly speaking, I do know the Hope has hundreds of thousands of colonists. Experiment on 12. How many more experiments before I successfully revise them? 1, 10, 100, 500? Statistically insignificant. If I experimented on one subject every month, I would not make a dent. You can still hear the screaming, trouble sleeping, trouble concentrating, psychological toll. I was afraid this would happen. The board finally discovered what I'd done and sent their headhunters to track me down, but they'll never find me. They say I'm a murderer. And they're right, I am. I regret what I've done, but I'm not about to turn myself into the board. I'm not going to go begging the board's forgiveness. Only the Hope's colonists can forgive me for what I've done. They're the only people who can set things right, and I'm going to find a way to revive them, no matter how long I have to stay in hiding. I've got my notes with me, I have my equipment. Now I have this lab.
Gosh, that's clever.
Finn's Force. Oh, it's N-Ray. Long guns, N-Ray. Do I count that as better as anything? I'll be fair, I didn't really put N-Ray on much. I mean, it would cut it in half, so this would have 900 something DPS as an N-Ray weapon, say. But it's also level 32. So this might be one of those rare things where this actually seems maybe comparable? Where am I supposed to go anyways? Oh. Tartarus nav key. Okay. So you get a gun and you get a nav key to unlock Tartarus, which... Is that going to be my final zone? I won't even know if I missed anything in the game, honestly. Like, I wouldn't even know if I should go back and explore somewhere just to, oh, I probably missed some side stuff. I mean, we're already level 30, so there's that. not gonna count it as a need to kill them. You know? It's that ethical conundrum of, like, you know, they're the bad guys, but they're also just peons, you know? They're just taking orders. So, if I don't have to kill them, I won't. I guess that's all we need. I'm assuming this is going to say, hey, you need to... Runs the board operations, Sophia Akande. Alright, so she's going to be the villain, even though the chairman...
Captain, Felix and the vicar are arguing again.
You don't think that's a problem? Whole ship's running on a computer's fancy. That'll make you nervous, preacher?
Dude.
Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
So, Phineas got himself taken to Tartarus. That's usually a one-way trip.
Mr. Phineas is just about the only person with power trying to do any kind of good in Halcyon. We gotta bust him out.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
Nah, we can't abandon him. We have to free him if there's any hope of saving this colony.
I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Was your prison
Let's
Tartarus?
just
Is
do
that
it.
like the only
Kick
one?
down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
Crew, what do you think about all this?
It's the craziest plan I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
They're all
You
gonna be
didn't hire
for
me
it.
to think. And I ain't about to start now. You're my boss. And I'll walk into fire with you.
I think it's insane. But maybe the colony needs a healthy dose of insanity right about now.
I know it's dangerous.
Please
and I
tell
won't
me.
lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with myself if we didn't do something.
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain. But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause. I'm in.
Sam, say something about cleaning.
Sam,
Yes!
climb out. It's what our units do best.
The entire plan is a terrible idea, but I admire your bravado, Captain, which leads me to illogically believe, against the odds, that you will be successful.
I don't know of any side stuff I missed. So, I mean...
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick. Got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
Outstanding.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Oh, you mean of actually going down there and doing it? Well, real quick. I'm sure I'm missing some stuff, but you know what? That's okay. I mean, the only thing I could imagine doing is going to Byzantium. Oh, we can do that. Let's go to Byzantium one last time.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Give it a quick sweep. I already just saved, right? Sure. It's good enough.
Good luck, Captain.
Let's run through it with these two. Double check. I mean, I was on Monarch so long, I assume I did everything. Carmen, you got anything new to say?
Pretend we're strangers. The board's always watching.
Okay, good to know. Actually, if I'm going into the final place, I should totally upgrade my stuff too anyways, because any money I have is going to be useless at this point.
Anti-Queer's pipe plant. All of the benefits of smoking a real pipe, none of the messy cleanup.
Where would I have missed anything?
I know a guy who knows a guy who works at Odeon Pictures.
This is just weapons, man. Been in the bar where I may have killed a man.
Are a fabulous negotiator.
Oh, I never came in here. Is there any reason to being in here? You got anything to do?
Is that outfit an original design? Marvelous. Are you lost? Sorry.
Wait, well, I'm here.
Well, you're obviously not from around here. I don't believe I've ever seen visitors in the Bureau before, come to think of it. Are you serious? You're a sightseer? I didn't know people like you even existed. Oh, this is just too perfect. Alonso Vallejos. Extraordinarily pleased to make your acquaintance, and so on and so forth. I'm currently operating a sightseeing tour of sorts. Think of it as a guided journey across Halcyon. Would you be interested in a trial run?
How does that work?
Glad you asked. Our tour guides you across some of the most picturesque and breathtaking sights around Halcyon. We've placed some beacons across a series of locations around Halcyon. All you have to do is follow the beacons to adventure. That slogan's a work in progress. So, what do you think? Are you interested? Outstanding! Here, you'll need this special triangulating device. Think of it as a wireless compass, pointing the way to the next beacon. When you find a beacon, this device records your discovery and directs you to the next stop on your tour. Find every beacon, finish your tour, and come back here to claim your commemorative hat.
Better be a
Simple.
sweet-looking hat. There was actually a quest here. You suppose I'm hidden?
Great work.
Nice. Because why not? I steal things, is what where does this go? Real quick, anyways. Journal? Is it gonna take me around just the town? You know, I never did figure out anything to do with the corporate service medal things, you know?
Nice going.
Am I about to subverse? Surveys of the Emerald Vale region conducted by Rachel Lockwood. The town of Edgewater is absent. I just got back from Billingsley. Had not one, not two, but three near maple liqueurs. Almost done with this project. I've been working past 6 months. Decided to celebrate. Hey, don't worry. I got some celebrating for the two of us. Maybe Celeste Haberdashery. Stop over at Lovegrove's. Couple hours at Chancery's. End of the night with a bang at Bijou's. What do you think? I think I remember about my daughter having a drink with her own receptionist. We've talked about this. Victor's family has fallen out of favor. If he's worthy of your attention, he would have made a senior position by now. Don't drag the Lockwood name down with him. Two of my colleagues went missing last night. No one's heard from them, and I'm afraid it might be next. I need to go away for a while, a few days, maybe a week. I'm going to be in the tunnels. Pay free nuts, I'll pay. I didn't see a Lockwood down there, did I? Wait a minute. Where was... It had... Alright, I feel like there's another side quest that comes here. But I have no idea what that one is. I guess let's take a tour. Who else could I talk to that would give me a side quest coming here?
I'm afraid I can't come down.
Spacer's choice of dreamer. Relax.
Welcome, intrepid adventurer, to Prosperity Plaza, where the shops never close. Now, make your way to the bustling region of Emerald Vale. Prepare to be dazzled by the Vale's breathtaking lava flows, rated the third most impressive in Halcyon.
No name on it, just a random... Okay. I'll set it up for later. It's gonna take me to Emerald Vale, then it's gonna take me probably to like Monarch. I wonder if it'll take me to Roseway. Wouldn't that be kind of trippy if they took you to what should be like a closed down secret lab? I'm assuming this is kind of the point, right? This is a time waster. I'm gonna get a stupid hat.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship.
Who would get the compass on a chain?
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Compass on a chain. Maybe Vicar. Also, it said in her terminal that this was not here. Are people going to wipe out Edgewater? Were they planning it like I was gonna wipe out Edgewater? I don't 100% get it. See, when I was doing the closed one, this would have been a good one to have too.
Won't try that again.
No, it's got a name.
Nice one.
Come on. If I'm gonna kill a bunch of stuff, I wouldn't mind it giving me a like a beacon, or not a beacon. I got that on the brain. A N-ray device. That'd be great.
We hope you've enjoyed your trek across the breathtaking landscape of Emerald Vale, Terra 2's most fertile settlement and future breadbasket of Halcyon. Take a moment to enjoy this vista with a can of Spacer's Choice Saltuna before you make your way to Mighty Scylla, Halcyon's biggest asteroid.
Ah, Scylla. Okay. Okay. I suppose if there were monsters up here... You know what? You know what? I wonder if I could get across the lava. Probably an invisible wall on the other side and you're burning to death. Nothing over here. Ready are the guns?
We even get our hands dirty.
Alright, I guess enough messing around there.
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
3, 4, 5, 6. Every now and then I think I should check. New save, because I can. Wait, which one does it want me to go to? Oh, you're not going to tell me, technically. Oh. Well, let's assume the landing pad.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Cows are gone. That's suspicious. Well, she's here. Usually the event doesn't disappear. 2, 5, 6. Alright, you guys are all here, so I guess that's fine. I'm gonna get the glitch right before the end of the game and like Felix will be dead. Alright, so you're taking me over to see the barrier? See if things are leveled up at all. I think you gotta beat like a 92. Ah, laminated. I think part of me is doing this because I also kind of think I could end up going really quick through the ending because I'm going to try and oh! How am I supposed to do that?
Scylla is our colony's busiest mining settlement. But don't take our word for it. Ask one of the hundreds of proud...
No, I don't.
Miners going about their work right now. You're in for a real treat, because our last stop takes us to a charming little village outside Stellar Bay, located on Terra 1.
Yeah, ask one of the miners that are dead.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again.
You ain't making a lick of sense, Max. Of course I got a self. I'm me, Felix Millstone.
No, that is just a story you've been building for yourself from a very young age.
There, see? You just said yourself. Yourself. Guess I got a self after all. Checkmate, preacher.
Semantics and nothing more. The construction of our language assumes the existence of a self.
I don't know who got the pocket watch.
What's this about construction work?
Our language has all manner of paradoxes contained within it. Tell me, what happens to your lap when you stand up?
Not pocket watch, compass. Who got a compass? That's a pocket watch, right? It should be different than a compass. Wrapped it on Musk. I wouldn't get it, would I? And Sam wouldn't get it, would he? Bag of moldy sweetheart cakes. Sud sweeper. No? Okay, I have no idea who got the compass. Unless I got it, which... I don't know why I'd get a compass. Everything I assume everything in here is attached to, no, that's Gramps. Is attached to, you know, the events I've done. Is it? Okay, I could get to Stellar Bay from technically any lander pad.
Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
So does it do it on the other one? Could I have left Harlow's place to get to the rest of Scylla? Where's Felix? Where's Felix? Where's Felix? Where's Felix? There's oh god, Felix, you're just messing with me, dude. Technically we're on Monarch. I take the yoke out. Why? Because I'm crazy. Go to region. Oh. Oh, I know where that is, too. I know where that is. It's my easiest way there. Let's be fair, you guys have respawned. No one else? Okay.
Nice. Mistake.
Wow, not even a scratch.
No one respawned there? Or in here? No, I think we know the raiders over here probably respawn, because they always respawn.
What's that noise?
Warning fire. We're alive. Boy, take you!
Look at us.
Get more corrosion, I guess. I probably have an N-ray one, but hey, hello, Monarch Beacon.
Welcome to Terra 1, the most Earth-like world in Halcyon. Take a moment to admire the triumph of civilization over nature. And while you're at it, say hello to the local settlers. We hope you've enjoyed this guided tour across the wonders of Halcyon. Please return to the Bureau of Exploration for a special prize.
Yeah, everyone's dead. I don't think you guys took that into account. Nothing, Ada? Nothing because Sam is visiting you.
Sam, I must confess, I have not been cleaned for far too long. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Okay, I got 2 of them here. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Greetings, customer.
Good work, Sam.
Remember that you
I am not insured.
are not insured.
This is Ellie's hometown. Let's roll. You know what I might do? I know what I might do. 25.
Anti-bias ketchup. Organic, vegan, handmade, gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free.
The dissidents actually.
Why place your faith? What?
You have a whole bunch of weapons, right? You don't have what I need, though, do you? You do not have what I want. And granted, that could do a ton of damage, but you do not have the weapon.
Spacer's Choice Dehydrated Water Tablets.
Nope.
Now available in pharmacies.
Get rid of those. But I have no idea what would have it.
Spacer's Choice Marble Sauce.
My dear.
Nope, level 18. So there's no way around it, is there? Oh, they don't have weapons. I was hoping I could get a different light machine gun and maybe it would be a higher level. I could put the same attachments on there and then voila.
Oh, it's you. I suppose you're here to collect your prize, hmm? I really do have the worst luck. When I gave you this job, I never expected you'd be so damned competent.
You expected me to die?
The tour's not real, friend. Board shut it down years ago due to unacceptably high rates of fatalities. So I greased a few palms and got the tour up and running again. I outfitted every beacon with a recording device. Live footage of dim-witted mercenaries dying in gruesome ways across Halcyon. Oh, imagine the ratings.
Really?
Oh, come on. I would have made your death worth millions. Look, never mind. Just take your reward and get out of my hair. One certified explorer's hat, courtesy of the Bureau of Exploration. With my compliments.
And the board actually likes that. Okay. You know, if you had a light machine gun in here that would say level 30, I'd forgive you. Nope. Perception. Oh. I like that, actually. It gives you perception because you're so dim-witted, you obviously need it. I like it. That's what you get for being too confident.
All right, how does this sound? Oh, I'm sorry.
Have you guys finally calmed down, by the way?
That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of
Ah, if it isn't my... Of course I am. Now I know for certain that this is the pinnacle. There's nowhere more beautiful, and no lifestyle more luxurious. I deserve the very best our society has to offer. I earned it, and thanks to you, I know that I have it. Wouldn't you rest easier too in my position? Why would I waste energy being upset over deaths I didn't even know about? And why would the board waste resources on those who aren't productive? Now, do we have any further business, or are you just here for the repartee?
You're as lovely as ever. Part of me wonders if he has anything else to say.
I think I've figured out what you need.
Besides a smoke and some privacy?
Our crew's like a machine. All the parts got to work together or we'll shake ourselves to pieces.
I've never been good with metaphors, Parvati.
We need each other to work right. You need a team, and I need someone who'll be truthful with me, even when it hurts.
The only thing I need is people staying the hell out of my business.
If that were true, you wouldn't be here.
You're acting real funny. You drop a wrench on your head or something?
Oh, alternate way in. Alright, remember, we gotta come out the back door when we're done.
Keep your shoulders up.
Will do. I just wonder now that I've sent stuff and done stuff if he has anything new to say.
What a pleasure. I haven't had this much company in quite some time. Ideally hope I'm not imagining this. Excellent! I knew there was hope. Once the Earth Directorate learns of our plight here, they'll have to send help. Yes! We just have to hold out until then. You are a bold one indeed, but boldness may not be enough. Unfortunately, the Earth Directorate, as distant as it may be, is the only power with the reach to curb the board's excesses.
I'd never be able to forgive myself if we sat idly by while the board did this to the colony.
This is most heartening. How I wish I could join your escapades. Unfortunately, there is little else I can do from here, and my celebrity would only imperil you. Are you telling me you haven't read one? They're fabulously entertaining.
Apparently my life is one.
Also, they're a surprisingly useful means of ascertaining what's going on in the broader colony. The board's most pressing grievances tend to feature heavily as the problem of the week. Sometimes it's factory strikes, other times it's dissenters. Why, I do all the work no one else wants to do. I write reports no one ever reads, monitor colony statistics that no one pays attention to. When I'm not being conscripted to perform in the chairman's propaganda, of course.
Look on the bright side, Mr. Clark. When folks come looking for those reports one day, imagine how excited they'll be to find your work. Could do a whole heap of good.
I only hope someone comes looking before it's too late. It sometimes feels as though I'm writing these reports purely for my own amusement.
You might be.
Neither do I, frankly. Halcyon is headed for a collapse, and no one seems inclined to do anything about it.
You say these things like you're surprised. And then I gotta remind myself that you've been locked away for years.
If Halcyon falls apart, it will take all of us with it, laborer and executive alike. What astounds me is that no one is inclined to change our course.
Because the people probably at the top would have to no longer be at the top.
I saw that.
But I'm willing to bet you don't care enough to come outside. Oh, there's another ladder. Is there anything down here?
Nicely done.
Another ladder, free loot. Well, it's interesting to say the least. So, alternative way into his place. Why the basic weaponry?
Ellie, we gotta talk.
My second least favorite set of 4 words. Here we go.
You gotta stop treating me with kid gloves. I'm not gonna fall to pieces if you look at me sideways, and I'm not going away. It's fine if you don't like me, but...
Yeah, level 18 no matter where you get it. Alright.
we gotta find a way to work together. For the crew.
Never heard you sound this forceful. It's kind of refreshing.
Times have you seen terror on Monarch? Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch?
I guess we're done. I don't think there's anything else to find, honestly.
I tell you, we'll change the font in our contracts as
Spacer's Choice Pre-Sliced Bread. It tastes fresh because it was.
Still sad about Celeste. Celeste, you made a beautiful outfit that I'm using as armor.
Macrowaved in 2.5 seconds.
Alright, I guess we're done messing around.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship.
Hey, shoulda get off the pot, damn it. Are you listening in there? You can't be hogging the facilities for more.
Let's fly first and then we'll take care of stuff. Wait. Going to a prison colony, I don't know if that works that way.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? What part of the colony?
Nothing on Tartarus? Alright.
How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Tell me a
Why
joke.
are obtuse angles so depressed? Because they are never right.
Play my favorite song one
Now
last time.
playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
Thanks,
My
Ada.
pleasure, Captain. As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders. Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
And then it asks you to save anyways. Okay.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
Ah, here we go.
Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would
Thanks,
also
Ada.
ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return. I can make the assurance that I will not leave with another captain unless you do not return within 876,541,652 hours. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
How long will
I
that take?
wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead.
Hmm. You know what? I feel like being pompous. Do you know who I am?
Huh? Oh, yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am. I just couldn't see you clearly before. Screen's on the fritz. Damn thing. But for the record, now that I hear you, I totally recognize you. Totally. You're, you, of course. Obviously. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance? I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Sure. Nah, I'm sleeping. Well, I guess we could see what happens. That'll be as far as I can take it. Oh, Nyoka still had her original. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to take Ellie with me. So now you do 1,000 damage and your N-Ray. Honestly, it's about even with that thing right now. I mean, if you're telling me that's half damage, I guess, you know what? I could replace that. Energy, light, heavy, heavy. Alright. I have over 10,000 bullets. Ridiculous. Okay. I believe I did my skills around them, right? Hold on a sec. Yep, I have over 100 in all the talkie stuff. And I got a good lockpick. Okay in hacking. Medical and engineering are super high. Science is my weakest point there. I have to go 100 meters that way to an elevator. Just walk in the front door, why not?
The captain did right by us once.
What?
Now it's our turn.
What was that?
The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardet.
We're fighting our way in. You know, you guys, I have a disguise.
Lawbreaker, are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more.
Are you talking while on shift?
Oh, no. Don't tell anyone, please. Whew. Thank you. Take him down! Pathetic!
On seeing the inside of this place.
This might be the loneliest place in the whole system.
If I do end up having to shoot someone, let's shoot someone with Phineas's weapon. Maybe I should have brought the shrink ray too, since that was his. Yeah.
Let's look around. There's gotta be a few ways through here.
Probably climb that ladder and go that way. only made it about halfway here. Yeah, talk to me.
Are you new here? I didn't. Oh. Whew.
Done.
This is not where I wanted to be, is it? Hmm. I don't even know. I could be missing lore and whatnot, but come on, let me up. There you go. I don't think you're gonna have anything I care about. 92 helmet. Still terrible, Spacer choice. How much money did I get? A little bit. Not a lot. Oh, okay. Transitioning to the pit. Oh boy. Pod 1, 2. Wait. Pod 1. Hog Williams and Black. Anti-UDL communications. Inciting violence. Random selection. Pod 2 undefined. Engineers Rodfield, Crane, and Geist, beginning the requirement that every chamber receive a constant supply of at minimum. Okay. In the methyl savant can contain straight jackets out, riot batons, in hibernation chamber. Don't know what's down there, but I know we got through that pretty easily.
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us.
Everyone's coming to help shoot things. Meanwhile, I'm stealthing through as best I can.
Getting too close for comfort.
Hey, I saw that.
What's up?
Are you new here? I didn't think we were.
You passed.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. I'll get out of your way.
There you go.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
Ah, and the wayward doctor. Are you about done with your escapades? We have faces that need lifting, after all.
These days, I'm more interested in breaking them. Wouldn't mind taking a swing at yours.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
That's the announcement.
Haven't you heard? Phineas is working for us now.
Doubtful.
It took some doing, but employing an efficient management strategy of putting our guns to his head seems to have done the trick.
Nah, I doubt it.
Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
Yeah, he's actually trying to save the ones you don't care about.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
At least that means someone's recognizing our work.
Damn
I'm
right.
making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
Yeah, I'm going. You'd rather keep doing the downward spiral? I can fix this place.
If I and my people can ride it out in luxury and happiness, yes, yes, I would. I don't know if you've noticed, Captain, but Halcyon's pretty much a lost cause.
That usually means you're getting a boost with someone. Alright, I've already rallied Byzantium against you. It's only a matter of time. Well, I mean... who would I be boosting rep with? The only faction I'm interacting with I can think of is Byzantium. Are you telling me the board would like me tricking him by saying Byzantium's against them? Nah, my character's not much of a liar. I know I can do it. I just, you know what? Your resources, some of the folks in the Hope, we could do a lot.
I'll admit, there's no shortage of talent in the scientists and engineers there. Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your plan.
Good. Well, that's one dude talked down. Jim, I'm trying to get straight with Akande's orders. Only a few things more from my end, but I don't know what we'll do about cameras. She says security footage ain't enough. They want proper reels. What's going on? Bringing a VIP for internment. Security's ramping up too. Sorry for the inconvenience. Find mess on here. Said something about recording an announcement. They're all overexcited. Hush hush, but I guess the VIP's been in the run for a while. It's just Phineas they're talking about. Getting a tarp. Confiscate badges done. Reprint badges pending. Change maintenance lock pending. New locks. Order new locks done. Reevaluate lockdown procedure. Lockdown intake bed over under weekly.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So, get in there and fight!
Even Sandra came. I think someone just gave me a concussion. Guys, if you give me a concussion, you're not helping. You're just gonna weaken my stats. You guys just boned my stats. Oh my god.
I'm just real glad to know you all.
They might have very well just boned my ability to talk my way out of this. Are you freaking kidding me right now? I can't get my temperament up. You guys killed my ability to intimidate. Oh my god. Oh my god!
Captain, you've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
It's over. Stand down.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
I mean, you could.
I'm aware of your diplomatic talents, Captain. You have a gift for manipulation, but I warn you, I'm no
I know, and
easy
MSI
mark.
just messed me up.
For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy.
Let him go.
You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No. Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony.
You don't have to die.
Fair enough. I'm giving you exactly one chance to parley with me.
You don't want to die on Tartarus.
Interesting that you think I'm going to die here. I believe I'm more than capable of taking you on.
Nothing stopped me so far.
Fair point. I don't know how you've managed to defy the odds. By every reasonable estimate, you should be dead. Yet here you stand. I've devoted my entire life to protecting Halcyon. I'm not afraid to die in the line of duty. Don't you think I know that? Yes, I made mistakes. Costly mistakes. Leaving you alive was the worst of them all. You were always an unknown variable. I tried to recruit you, but you threw your lot in with that madman, Phineas Wells.
No, I can lie.
Rockwell said that. Chairman Rockwell? That's absurd. You're lying. This is another one of your tricks. I've been the chairman's most reliable associate. Chairman Rockwell took your side over mine? That miserable turncoat. I can't believe he'd abandon his duties at the first sign of trouble. I have given the chairman nothing less than a lifetime of loyal, honorable service. And this is how he repays me. By leaving me twisting in the wind. Enough. I'm not going to stand here bickering with you. I was expecting the chairman's support, but I'll have to do without. I haven't given up on the program yet. You've caused some complications, but I can improvise. I can fix this. I haven't lost control of the labyrinth yet. Our security system is still operational. I can still put a stop to you.
Sanjar, you boned me! Where was my last autosave? Is it before Sanjar's MSI knocks me out? It is. Okay, I can't get hit by anything, and I can probably lie her down or intimidate her down or whatnot. Because all my talkie stats are 100, but the intimidate can't lose any. Guys are killing me. I'm just trying not to have to murder everyone. Can you let me have that? This is a weird one where I don't ask anyone to come help, and then they do anyways, and then it's just kind of getting in the way.
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us.
Hey, you! Are you new here?
You pass.
Much.
Well. Oh. But that.
We're.
I'll admit. Look.
Alright. I just can't get caught in the crossfire. No, it would be better to go the other way?
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight.
Guess this is it, huh?
And Ellie, you got concussed. See? See? Sandra, you're always doing more harm than good. Now I could even get bonuses, because I could do, like... See, look at that. Now I have 103. I'm slightly better at stuff. Okay.
Captain, you've just... I'm afraid I can't.
Let him go.
Oh. Fair enough. Interesting that you think... Fair point. I don't know how you've managed to...
I like
defy
that
the
line,
odds.
though. Nothing stopped me
I've
so far.
devoted
What
my
makes you think you will?
Don't you think I... You were...
You could always do this, too. Perception?
You're unpredictable. And you answer to no one but yourself. I couldn't just leave you untethered, roaming the colony as you please, disrupting the natural order of things. You chose to ally yourself with an irrational madman. I gave you a chance to serve the law, and you sided with anarchy. Why? Your convictions are admirable, even if they are sorely misplaced. I haven't given up on the program. I haven't lost... When you put it that way, no. Not in the least.
See, I knew you could talk through this.
Damn it all. Very well. You win. I'm familiar enough with your methods to realize my chances of survival are low.
Sanjar.
Congratulations, Captain. You've outplayed me. I accept your terms and will return Dr. Wells to your care.
Thank you.
I just hope you've made the right decision. The fate of the colony is in your hands now. I bid you farewell.
Oh, she doesn't join.
Captain.
No one else is gonna mess with me? Is that it? Is that...
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You must have said something to get under Akande's skin. She's gone, and I don't think she's coming back. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
You know, I wouldn't let anything happen to you, Phineas.
I know, my friend, I know. And now it's finally over. The board's finished. It's only a matter of time before the entire system slips from their grasp. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Great, and I was just about to pop up.
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth is humanity's home planet, Miss Fenhill. The psychological effects of losing our original home will be devastating.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
Yeah.
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb.
Hold it together.
Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Well, I want to ask you
Yes,
something.
yes, certainly. I'll help however I can.
I know about the
I
other
wasn't
one.
trying to hide the truth from you, but after all you've done, I owe you an explanation. Yes, I experimented on the Hope's colonists. Each of my experiments ended in catastrophic failure. Each of my subjects died in agony. You are my first and only success. I didn't tell you about the others because I didn't want to burden you. My failures are my own to bear, not yours.
I forgive you, Phineas.
Thank you. Perhaps in time I'll learn to forgive myself. My apologies. I need to get a hold of myself. We've far more pressing issues to worry about right now. If you have any more questions, ask me. I'll answer as best I can.
What do you think happened?
I don't know what happened, but something must have gone horribly wrong. I don't know why Earth's gone silent. I don't even know if Earth exists anymore. We have no connection back to Earth, and return is likely impossible. We're completely alone out here. You might have heard of the Earth Directorate's frigate. Half the colony's entire military was on that ship. They were returning to Earth when they vanished without a trace. That was 2 years ago. We haven't heard a word from them since. Whatever happened to Earth likely happened to them. Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time.
Yeah, I fixed a lot on
We're
my
going
own.
to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Oh, wow. So you can use the chairman as a face. I can run it as the guy in charge. The chairman's like my right-hand man. I don't know what happens if I do.
The chairman? I don't know why you let that heartless creature live, but I'll have to trust your judgment. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been
I have
set
no idea
free.
how I just possibly change the
Our
ending if it
future
does.
is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
If the chairman murders me in my sleep,
The OSI teaches that everything
I'd
in
be
the
so
universe
upset.
happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment she landed in Emerald Vale, her actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard.
would Reed have showed up at the end if he was still in charge
Some
of
towns
Edgewater?
dissolved by attrition and starvation.
His guys could have hit me with a nuke
But most
too.
of them found
Hit
a
me in
way
the side
to
with like.
carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks.
I made them like the most powerful
Consumed
corporation,
by
didn't I?
paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy.
Aww.
One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever.
Was there a way to get her
Time would
to
tell
not be
if her
crazy?
replacement could keep the Sublight family together.
Oh, I'm sad about that.
Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town. And those
You
who
kicked
stayed
you
behind
kicked people.
adapted
Come
to her
on.
way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. As for Reed Thompson, it was said that he lasted exactly 2 days outside the walls of Edgewater. Years later, a marauder was found in possession of his hat. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the groundbreaker looks promising.
At least we did all right there.
The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter.
So Byzantium's
Nearly
not happy.
everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes.
We got Ellie
With a
to
steady
open
income
up.
from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with 2 hands.
Is this kind of a good ending for
As much as he
him?
enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of
Max
striving
actually
and
ended up
fighting
happy.
the universe and himself, Vicar
He went to
Maximilian
actually
DeSoto
trying to help people.
was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name. And in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before
Alright,
it.
so he's a good dude.
It was widely suspected that Sophia Akande was the true power behind Chairman Rockwell. However, after the riots on Tartarus, she was never again seen in the colony. Various theories circulated as to her fate. Some believed she boarded an interstellar ship capable of journeying to a distant colony. Others believe she died trying to escape Tartarus. Some few suggest she fled to Monarch, where she continued to live among a small band of loyalists. There is another theory, which suggests that Sophia's encounter with you changed her, and she deliberately retreated from public view, but continued supporting the colony in secret. When Dr. Wells began reviving the Hope's colonists, he found himself with a sudden windfall of additional supplies and resources, courtesy of an anonymous donor. If Wells knew
No, I
who
hope
his
that's
supplier
actually her
was,
ending.
he never told a soul. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived.
Oh, nice.
Halcyon saw a period of rapid
So it was worth stealing it
technological and
all.
scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements
That would be my
saved the
character's
colony
burden
from
to bear.
starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? You brought an end to the riot on Tartarus and partnered with Chairman Rockwell to run the colony together. As Halcyon looked toward the future, you remained a constant presence in the colony's administration. You were never weighed down by bureaucracy, and you never had to dirty your hands with politics. You had people who did that for you.
Yeah.
By your influence, Halcyon survived the turbulent years that were to follow.
It doesn't seem that bad.
No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Well, there you go. That is the end of playthrough number 1 on Supernova mode. I could talk about my impressions now, but I think I'll save that. I think I'll give my opinions on the game with a full playthrough. And probably Supernova mode specifically, because I think there are some positives and negatives to it. But I don't know if I should sit through all this. Is there gonna be anything at the end? Probably not. We just kind of watched all the I do love the soundtrack to this though. Designers, you did a good job. Man, I wonder how long this goes for. KT for saying yes. Kemsky for a lifetime supply of salt. Louis. Thanks to my mammy. Again, love you guys. Oh, that's nice. Development wedding, development babies, in memoriam. Development tabletop, surviving characters for 3+ years of service. Oh, Ada was Lilia Hagen too? Nice. They can make that be like the ending of a movie. I love it. Alright. I guess that's it then. Yeah, I sat through that. Let people have credit where credit's due. That was a great game. I hope everyone has a great day. And remember to be kind. Just be kind.